stand. Next question.
Your Holiness, this is Pushkal Shivam from Youth Journalism International. The Time magazine named you as one of top 25 political icons. Which factors, in your view, will drive the politics of 21st century? And my second question is, what do you have to say about the disconnect that a substantial number of young people across the globe have with spiritual matters? And how can it be bridged, Your Holiness?
Not very clear.
Alright, I'll repeat the first question again. The Time magazine named you as one of the top 25 political icons. Which factors, in your view, will drive the politics of 21st century?
I don't know.
Alright, then to the second question. What do you have to say about the disconnect that a substantial number of young people have with spirituality? How can young people identify with spiritualism? How can they connect with spirituality? What is there in store for them?
Whether you call spirituality or not, now I usually telling the younger generation, youth, now my generation, I think including you also, our generation belongs to 20th century. Perhaps you between 20th century and 21st century. So those youth below 30, 20, you really belongs to 21st century. Now 20th century is gone.
Okay.
As I mentioned briefly, 20th century eventually becomes century of bloodshed. According to some historians, in 20th century, over 200 millions of people killed through violence. If that immense violence, including use of nuclear weapon, really brought some genuine peace world, that may be some sort of justification, but that also not the case. So, using violence is totally wrong method. So now, this 21st century should be the century of dialogue. Whenever we meet, we met some crisis, about the crisis, about different sort of interest, a potential of conflict. We must try to solve these problems through dialogue. That's the human way. So in order to create 21st century, more peaceful century, we must create this century should be century of dialogue. So my generation now ready to say goodbye. So your generation, 21st century, only 10 years passed, 90 years yet to come. So what kind of new shape of this planet entirely on your shoulder, on youth's shoulder. So for that reason, you need vision. You should have sort of a realistic vision. That's very important. So now in order to see the reality, education alone, information alone, not sufficient. You must analyze the thing according to these sort of different information. Then look at the object, calm mind. Disturbed mind cannot see the reality because your mind already become biased. Too much anger, too much sort of desire or attachment, then your mind become biased. So you can't see the reality Another factor, must try to keep calm mind. So here, the moral ethics, usually I describe secular way of moral ethics, really important role here in order to keep your mind more calm, and then through that way analyze or investigate the reality more objectively. Through that way you can see the reality more clearly. So any sort of any goal, in order to achieve that, approach must be realistic approach. Unrealistic approach always bring disaster. So calm mind is very, very important. Next question.
Yeah.
I prefer
one last question.
Among the members here who had these questions,